welcome to tonight's program of Suspense. Tonight as we premiere our new Saturday evening series On Air, starring Miss Agnes Moorehead and the new study in terror by Lucille Fletcher called Sorry Wrong Number. The story of a woman who accidentally overheard a conversation with death and strove frantically to prevent murder from claiming an innocent victim is being repeated as tonight's tale of Suspense. If you've been with us before, you will know that Suspense is compounded of mystery, suspicion, and dangerous adventure. In this series, our tales calculated to intrigue you, to stir your nerves, to offer you a precarious situation, and withhold the solution until the last possible moment. And so it is with the story Sorry Wrong Number. We again hope to keep you in suspense.
Call, please.
Operator, I have been dialing Murray Hill 70093 for the last 3/4 of an hour, and the line is always busy. Will you try it for me, please?
I'll be glad to try that number for you. One moment, please.
I don't see how it could be busy all this time. It's my husband's office. He's working late tonight, and I'm alone here in this house. My health is very poor, and I've been feeling so nervous all day.
Ringing Murray Hill 70093.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Is Mr. Stevenson there?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, George?
Yes, sir, this is George speaking.
Hello? Who is this? What number am I calling, please?
I'm here with our client.
Oh, good. Is everything okay? Is the coast clear for tonight?
Yeah, George, he says the coast is clear for tonight.
Okay.
For right now.
The secure location, don't worry, everything's okay.
Very well. You know the address?
Yeah, I know. At 11 o'clock, the private patrolman goes around the block to the shop on 2nd Ave for a donut.
Right, at 11 o'clock.
And afterwards, I'll make sure that all the lights on stage are out.
There's only one light, visible from the street.
Yeah, I know. At 11:15, the train crosses the bridge and makes a noise. In case your window is open and she should scream.
Oh, hello? What number is this, please?
Alright, that's 11:15, the train.
That's right. Remember everything else, George?
Yeah, I know. I make it quick, as little blood as possible. Because our client does not wish to make her suffer long.
That's right. You'll use a knife?
Yes, a knife will do. And afterwards, I'll move the rings and the bracelets and the jewelry on the bureau drawer. Because our client wishes it to look like a simple rose. Don't worry, everything's okay. I never made.
Oh, how awful.
Your call, please.
Operator, I've just been cut off.
I'm sorry. What number were you calling?
Why, it was supposed to be Murray Hill 70093, but I was cut into a wrong number, and I've just overheard the most dreadful thing.
I beg your pardon. May I help you?
Oh, I know it was a wrong number, but these two men, they were going to murder some poor innocent woman at 11:15 at night who was all alone in a house near a bridge, and we got to stop them.
What number were you calling?
It was a wrong number, and you dialed it for me, and we've got to find out what it was immediately.
What number were you calling?
Do you mean to tell me that you can't find out what number that was just now?
I'll connect you with the chief operator.
Look, I told you to try Murray Hill 70093 for me, but your finger must have slipped, and I was connected with some other number, and I could hear them, but they couldn't hear me, and...
Murray Hill 70093?
Yes.
One moment, please. I'll try it for you now.
Well, thank you.
I'm sorry. Murray Hill 70093 is busy. I'll try you in 20 minutes.
Operator,
Your call,
you
please.
didn't try to get that wrong number for me at all.
What number were you calling?
Now, can't you for once forget what number I'm calling and do something for me? It is my civic duty, and it is your civic duty, to trace that call and apprehend those dangerous killers.
I'll connect you with the chief operator.
Please.
This is chief operator.
Oh, chief operator. Yes, I want you to trace a call immediately. It was about a murder that someone's planning tonight at 11:15.
I see.
Well, can't you trace it for me?
Depends.
Depends on what.
Depends on whether the call is still going on. If it's a live call, we can trace it on the equipment. If it's been disconnected, we can't.
Disconnected?
The parties have stopped talking to each other.
Oh, but of course they must have stopped talking to each other by now. That was nearly 10 minutes ago.
Well, I can try tracing it for you. Why do you want this call traced, please?
These men sound like dangerous killers, and they're going to murder someone at 11:15 tonight, and the police ought to
Have you
know.
reported this to the police?
Oh, no, not yet.
And you want this call checked purely as a private individual?
Yes, but
I'm
meanwhile,
sorry, Mrs. Stevenson, but I can't make this check for you just on your say-so. As a private individual, it'd have to be something more official. Also, my tea is getting cold.
heaven's sake, you mean to tell me that you can't report there's going to be a murder without getting tied up in all this red tape? Why, it's perfectly idiotic. Well, I guess, all right. Connect me to the police department.
Down in the police department, I thank you, and my tea thanks you.
Police station, precinct 43. Sergeant Martin speaking.
It's a police department. I'm here to recall a murder. The murder hasn't been committed yet, but I just overheard plans for on the telephone. I've been trying to trace down the call myself, but I guess in the end you're the only ones that can do anything.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I heard their plans distinctly. Two men were talking, and they were going to murder someone at 11:15 tonight. Are you listening to me?
Yes, ma'am. I know all of this, ma'am.
Then you do understand. You can do something.
What is your name, ma'am?
Mrs. Stevenson. Mrs. Albert-Stevenson.
And your address?
53 North Sutton Place. 53 North Sutton Place. That's near a bridge. Queensboro Bridge, you know?
And what was the number that you were calling?
Murray Hill 70093. But that wasn't the number I overheard. That was my husband's office. He's working late tonight, and I'm very ill, and I hate to be alone, even though he says I'm perfectly safe as long as I have the telephone beside my bed.
Well, we'll look into it, Mrs. Stevenson, and see if we can check it with the telephone company.
I've already taken care of that.
Oh, you have?
Yes, and personally, I feel you gotta do something far more immediate and drastic than just check the call.
Well, we'll take care of it, Mrs. Stevenson. Don't you worry.
Well, I'd say the whole thing calls for a search. I'm very near 2nd Avenue, and I'm not far from the bridge.
What makes you think that this murder is going to be committed in your neighborhood, ma'am? 2nd Avenue is a very long street, ma'am. Do you know how many bridges there are in the city of New York alone? Not to mention Brooklyn, Staten Island, Queens, and the Bronx. How do you know that there isn't some little house on Staten Island on some little 2nd Avenue that you never heard about? How do you know that they're talking about New York at all?
But I heard it on the New York dialing system.
Cell phones are funny things. Look, lady, why don't you look at it this way? Supposing you got your husband the way you always do, you wouldn't be so upset, would you? A lot of murders are plotted in the city every day, ma'am, and we managed to prevent almost all of them. But a clue of this kind is so vague, it is much more use to us than no clue at all. Unless, of course, you have some reason for thinking that this call is phony, that someone may be planning to murder you.
Me? Oh no. I hardly think so. Why should anybody? I'm alone all day and night. The only other person is my husband, Albert, and he waits on me hand and foot. He scarcely left my side since I took sick.
Well, then there's nothing for you to worry about. We'll take care of it.
But what will you do?
I said we take care of it, lady.
Will you warn out your squads and warn your radio cars to watch out?
Lady, I said we take care of it. Just now I've got a couple of other important matters here on my desk that require immediate attention. Good night, ma'am.
You blockhead! Why doesn't Albert come home?
Call, please.
Operator, for heaven's sake, will you ring me Murray Hill 70093?
Of course, I'll try it for you now. I'm sorry, Murray Hill 70093 is busy. I'll try you
I can
again.
hear it. Don't have to tell me. I know it's busy. Only I could get out of this bed a little while. Just lean out the window and see the street. Albert? Hello? What's the matter with this telephone? Hello? 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 For heaven's sake, who's ringing me? Hello? Hello? Why don't they answer?
Call, please.
Operator, I don't know what's the matter with this telephone tonight. I have never seen such inefficient, miserable service. Now look here. I am very ill and I am very nervous. And if this keeps on much longer,
What seems to be the trouble, please?
well, everything's wrong. The whole world could be murdered for all you people care. And now my phone keeps ringing and ringing and ringing. And when I pick it up, there's no one there.
I'm sorry. If you will hang up, I will test it for you.
want you to test it for me. I want you to put that call through at once.
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
You can't? And why?
The dial system is automatic. If someone is trying to dial your number, there is no way to check it if the call is coming through the system or not, unless the person complains to their particular operator. But I will try to check the trouble for you.
Check it. That's all anybody can do. Oh, what's the use in talking to you?
Your call, please.
Give me the business office at once.
You may dial that number direct.
I don't even know the number.
You may secure the number by dialing information.
Listen here, you. Oh, what's the use? Hello? Who is this? Answer me. Who is this? Stop ringing me. Do you hear? If you don't stop ringing me, I'm going to have to call the police. Why? Why did they stop ringing all of a sudden? Where did I put that clock? Oh, here it is. 5 to 11.
Your call, please.
Give me the police department.
The police department is busy. I will call you.
Busy? But that's impossible. The police department can't be busy.
The police department is busy. Is there anyone else you wish to speak to?
I don't know. But there must be someone else to protect the people besides the police department. A detective agency.
You will find agencies listed in the classified directory.
I don't have a classified.
I'll connect you with information. Perhaps they will be able to help you.
Hello? Answer me. Who is this? What do you want?
Oh, hello. Is this Plaza 42295?
Yes. I'm sorry. This is Plaza 42295.
This is Western Union. I have a telegram here for Mrs. Allen-Stevenson. Is there anyone there to receive the message?
Yes. I'm Mrs. Stevenson.
The telegram is as follows. Mrs. Albert Stevenson, 53 North Sunny Place in New York. Darling, terribly sorry. Tried to get you for the last hour, but line busy. Leaving for Boston 11 p.m. tonight on urgent business. Back tomorrow afternoon. Keep happy. Love, signed, Albert.
Oh no.
Do you wish us to deliver a copy of the message?
No, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Good night.
Information, may I help you?
I would like the telephone number of the Henschel Hospital.
Henschel Hospital, do you have the street address?
No. It's somewhere in the 70s. It's a very small, private, and exclusive hospital. Henschel. H-E-N-C.
1 moment, please.
Please hurry. And please, what's the time?
You may find out the time by dialing Meridian 71212.
Heaven's sake, I've no time to be dialing.
The number of Henschel Hospital is Butterfield 70105. I will connect you.
Henschel Hospital, good evening.
I would like the nurses registry at once. I would like to hire a trained nurse immediately for the night.
See, what's the nature of this case?
Nerves. You see, I'm very nervous. My husband is away, and I'm...
Have you been recommended to us by any doctor in particular?
No, I just want a trained nurse.
I see. We quite understand that, but these are war times now. Registered nurses are very scarce right now, and our superintendent has asked us to only send out our position in case he feels it's absolutely necessary.
Well, it is absolutely necessary. I'm a sick woman, and tonight I overheard a telephone conversation that upset me dreadfully.
I see. Well, I'll speak to Miss Phillips as soon as she comes in. And you know?
When do you expect her back in?
I couldn't really say. She went out to supper at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock? But it's not even 11 yet. Oh. My clock has stopped. What time is it?
Just 15 minutes past 11.
What was that?
What was what?
That clicked just now, in my own telephone, as if someone had lifted the receiver off the hook of the extension telephone downstairs.
Well, I didn't hear anything. Now about this.
There's someone in this house. They're downstairs in the kitchen. And they're listening to me now. There.
Your call, please.
Operator, I'm in trouble.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Please speak louder.
There's someone listening to me. Can you hear me now?
I'm sorry.
You've got to hear me. There's someone in this house. Oh, there it is. He's put it down. He's put it down. He's put down the extension telephone. He's coming up. He's coming up the stairs. The police department. Give me the police department.
One moment, please. I will connect you.
Hurry. I can hear him. He's nearer. Hurry.
Hello, police department, precinct 43, Sergeant Martin speaking. Hello, police department, precinct 43, Sergeant Martin speaking.
Oh, police department? Don't worry, everything's okay. Must have got the wrong number.
We present to you Enlightenment, a tale of mystery, suspicion, plots and fedora hats, and of course, suspense.
It was a dark and stormy night. I said it was a dark and stormy night. It always was. I just finished the case of the courageous crustacean when the phone rang. And that's how it started. That's how it always started. The name's Rusty Clubs, Private Eye. We'll take your money, keep you safe, solve your crime. Or solve your money, keep your safety, and take your crime. Or, much more preferably, take your money, keep us safe, and you can solve your own crime. In any case you got a problem, give Rusty a call. That's how it starts. That's how it always starts.
You gonna get that?
Rusty Clubs.
Charlie Marley.
Yep, we'll be by in a minute.
What was that all about?
Take a guess. Damsel in distress.
What else is new? Same old story. Girl meets boy, boy runs away, girl wipes her tears with boy's cash.
Details, Madge.
6'1", brown hair, hazel eyes, named Charlie Carbuncle.
Carbuncle.
That's what I said, Charlie Carbuncle. You know him?
Yeah, grew up with him. Good kid. Got really messed up after his dad died. His dad was a photographer. A very, very successful photographer. He make the bad look good and the good look bad, if you know what I mean.
Not really.
Wait, that reminds me. Look what I found.
Burned pictures. Someone didn't want us to know something.
I just wanted to see how thankful I am that you're trying to find my Charlie Marley.
And you are?
Miss Gladys Anderson.
Mrs. Gladys Carbuncle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were married.
Oh, well, we're not exactly. You see, our ceremony was Tuesday, 12, and it was marvelously magical. We had lovely lilies, radiant roses, delectable daisies. But Charlie didn't come.
Wow. You left her at the altar?
No, Charlie would never do that.
So he came?
No.
So, what exactly did happen?
Oh, well, that's why I called you. If my Charlie didn't come, something terribly awful must have gone wrong. And I just can't imagine my poor Charlie Worley getting hurt. You see, Mr. Clubs, I'm a very delicate flower, and I was not meant for the harshness of this world. So that's why I called you right away. I'd give all the money in the world to have my Charlie back.
Right away. It's Thursday at 3.
Well, I'd have to get back all the presents.
So, where do we start, Mr. Rusty Clubs?
Well, a kid with no home, no family, no future, and no friends. Who could he turn to?
If only he had someone, maybe at work, who cared about him.
You're right, Madge.
I am?
Of course. Of course, without any family or friends, he would have nowhere to turn to but his job. What was his first job again?
Photographer's assistant on Fit and Pine.
Let's go.
Geez, I was in trouble since he was younger. I was so bad for the kid. Then he showed up for the job. He said he was 18. There was no way he was only 14. But he needed a job. I need an errand boy.
Yeah. And
Well, he was always playing with lights, you know. Setting the flashes off one after another, over and over. I could tell them not to, but playing with the lights. Really expensive, and I could not keep messing everything up. He must cut the curtains on fire one day, so I had to fire him.
let me get this straight, buddy. You sent him out on the street with no money, and he was barely 14.
Hey, I his mother. Respect him. Charity.
Obviously.
Hey, don't need all this heat on me. Last I heard he was living like a king. Keep himself company with your old gamers. Down at the restaurant, if you know what I mean. Now, what's it?
Lucky Street?
Yeah, that's it. Lucky Street.
And how do you know that?
Lucky guess? Poor kid, he can't catch a break. Both parents dead, no job, no home. What a life, alone, all alone. You know, Rusty, it's awful sad to think about being all alone in life.
She was trying to tell me something. She was always trying to tell me something. It's her poise and her dignity. It's the way her eyes gleamed in the moonlight. What was I saying again? She was trying to tell me something. She was always trying to tell me something. But I had to keep my cool. I always had to keep my cool for her. Well, Miss Madge Margaret's, it seems, is falling for one another.
Falling for one another?
What?
You just said falling for one another.
Well, no, I didn't. I said, look, Lucky Street.
Can I help you two?
We're looking for Charlie Carbuncle.
Well, you ain't gonna find him here.
Yeah. And,
You a cop?
look, buddy, I couldn't care less about your business. I just want to find Charlie and get my paycheck.
Alright, well, he's staying around here sometimes, but he's long gone now. You see, he's just come and watch. He watched the high rollers play. I used to pick him out of here every night at around 2 in the morning. Anyway, I finally found out the reason he stuck around here so long was that he didn't have nowhere else to go. So I'd say to him, hey Charlie, this ain't the Ritz. You can't stay if you can't pay. And he was too young to be here anyways. So I expected him to just move on to the next door newsroom. But he wouldn't leave. He begged me to give him a job.
And?
I told him he was too young. He ended up being our head janitor. I don't get it. He could have got a much better job for the pay he was getting. And I told him that. I guess they're cleaning up the dead souls and emptying the ashtrays. He's a pretty quick kid. See, he also told me need more lights downstairs because...
Downstairs?
What's downstairs?
Well, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I don't got all day, buddy.
Alright. Well, I showed him on underground gambling door, if you will. At first, that's why I thought Charlie was so taken on this place. A lot of kids come here with high youthful hopes of doubling their money and living the king.
Ah, so Charlie liked to gamble.
Nah, see, that's the thing. He hardly ever bet big money. I mean, he played, but how could he not? He worked here. But he wasn't who was putting up all the stinking lights outside. So I'd say to him, hey, Charlie, this ain't Las Vegas. What do you think they need more attention drawn to this place? I mean, we already had the cops on our trail enough as it was. And he's like pictures of the guys gambling. I can't have evidence. I mean, he said he wouldn't show it to nobody. He just wanted it for his own personal use. Which is strange enough anyway. So yeah, I had to get rid of him. I mean, I told him over and over again to get rid of that same camera. I can risk getting caught. As far as the last thing I have in the world.
Well, do you have any idea where he went after he left here?
No, but you know what? Some lady came around here looking for him not too long ago. She might know.
Gladys.
May this be the woman?
Nah, that ain't her. Hang on. I think I took her address down just in case I find someone out. Here you go.
Miss Evelyn Reminisce. She lives on 4th and Peach. Let's go, Madge. Thanks for your help, sir.
Glad I could help.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Oh, no, I don't! You're late. Go to the kitchen. Get to washing.
Another clue. There's always another clue.
You could say that again.
Another clue. There's always another clue. So, Mr. Rusty Clubs, what's the big plan?
Well, Miss Madge Margaret, let's take a peek into the life of Miss Evelyn Reminisce.
Charlie? The first time I met Charlie, I was in my first touring show. We were here in the city for a good 6 months, and this man waltzed right into my life. He used to wait for me under the street lamp across the street from the theater, even before I knew who he was. But he took me out. I mean, nowhere fancy, we didn't have any money, either of us. But he took me to a park one night and we danced under the stars. You know, show business, it beats you down. And if you can find someone special, someone to tell you everything's going to be okay, someone like Charlie. When I first met Charlie, he was a completely different person. So kind, But then something changed. I guess it was the money. He got fired from his job and we didn't have any money. And he told me that I was living on a cloud, and that life didn't have time for dreams. I remember one day I came to him to tell him it was over. I was sick of his big disappearing act.
Disappearing act?
Yeah, sometimes I wouldn't hear from him for days. It drove me nuts. But he always left his camera though. That's how I knew he'd be back. He worked wonders with that camera. Always made a big flash that thing did. He loved that flash. But his pictures, they were something special.
Where do you think he'd go?
I don't know, but he'd tell me he was getting some kind of light bender.
Light bender?
Yeah, I never knew what that meant, but I didn't want to know. But he always came home smelling like smoke.
Cigar smoke?
No, more along the lines of smoke from a fire. It was like a fire. And you know what? One time I found a couple of the pictures he took half burned. I forgot about that. I figured he just didn't like how they turned out, but maybe.
Light bender.
Well, how did it end?
Well, one day, the place where he always left his camera, there was a red rose. I knew he wasn't coming back. Ever. I cried for about an hour, and then I went upstairs, did my makeup, and went to the theater. Show must go on, right? How long have you been missing for?
Around 2 days.
Find him, please.
But why were you out looking for him about 3 months ago?
Well, I haven't been in the States for about a year, and I toured a lot with the show. And I just thought that if I could find him, we could talk about the past, but it seems like he's just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Well, there are plenty of fish in the sea.
Not after Charlie. There's none after Charlie.
Look, we are so pleased. The two of them are going to lead me straight back into Charlie Worley's arms. So if I give you the word, you grab the girl. Got it?
Got it, Pope. What's the word, Daisy? Pineapple and the loaf.
What a kind soul. She still loves him, you know?
You think so?
Well, if I ever loved someone that much,
You'd.
Come on. You gonna get that?
Rusty gloves? Yeah. Uh-huh. We'll be right there. Come on. I have a lead.
Hi, I'm Eddie Baseman.
Holy Bambino, the Eddie Baseman? The same Eddie Baseman that pitches for the Shoeless Joes?
Easy, Max. Now, what's a famous batter like you doing in a place like this?
I can't be seen talking to you guys.
What do you think? You're too good for us or something?
No, not like that. Look, I got myself into a bit of gambling troubles. You know, playing on the games. If this got out to my coach or my owners, I'd be canned. But I hear you're looking for Charlie.
That's right. You know anything about him?
Yeah, I know him. He used to hang around the bullpen all the time. He was our photographer. Always followed me around because, well, I was the starting pitcher. And yeah, so I guess I kind of took him under my wing for one reason or another. He'd follow me around everywhere, taking pictures of the guys in the field. He even came with me to parties and stuff. When I first met him, he was in pretty bad shape, always shaky and nervous. But it seemed like the longer he spent at the ballpark, he was starting to not be so afraid of his own shadow anymore. So I guess I kind of felt good about myself or something, you know? Anyways, about 4 months ago, this lawyer calls up Charlie and says he's coming to all this money.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, something about his father being some big shot photographer. I guess he didn't get the money sooner because he skipped town as soon as an old man crowed.
Well, I'll be. That explains the fancy house and Gladys well for a lavish wedding request.
Gladys?
Do you know of a Gladys Anderson?
Yeah, but she ain't nowhere near being a wife.
Well, someone ought to tell her that.
Gladys is Joe's sister. Joe is the attorney who got Charlie all the money, so I guess he met her through him and they've been seeing each other. But I don't really think they're a good match.
Now, weren't they supposed to be married?
Tuesday at 12.
Oh, that was Gladys's idea. She wanted to be married in a church with lots of lovely lilies.
Spare us. We've heard it all before.
Well, in any case, Charlie wasn't too keen on this idea, so I think that's why he's been hiding. To be honest, I think he's in love with someone else. I catch him glancing at this half-burned old photo every once in a while. It's him and this other girl. On the back it says Charlie and Evie.
See, Ross, I told ya.
So, do you have any idea where he is?
I don't know if this is a good idea.
Oh, it's a good idea.
When Gladys was starting to get really clingy, she bought herself a fur with his money. Okay, fine, she's his girlfriend, right? And then it was a diamond necklace, and then it was a diamond then it was an island in the Pacific. It was becoming pretty apparent she wanted nothing but his money.
And then he started talking about light benders again. And then he showed up on my doorstep late one night last week talking nonsense.
So you know where he is?
I just said it was nonsense. Weren't you listening?
That's it? That's the big secret? What kind of clue is that? Obviously, you failed clue in class. How in God's name are we supposed to find him now? Oh, this is absolutely ridiculous. Thanks a lot.
Well, I don't know where he is. I'm not a psychic.
Well, maybe you should be.
Hey, buddy, tell your girlfriend to ease up.
Oh, no, we're not together. No, we just, business partners, etc.
Well, I've told you all I know, but I really think it has to do with this light bender.
Light bender.
That's what he always called it.
Alright, well, thanks for your help.
Well, I don't know who that Eddie what's-his-face thought he was, pushing us around like that when we're out there risking our necks to try and find his silly little friends. He didn't even shed any light on the subject.
Light?
It would be great if we could be enlightened or something.
Wait a minute, say that again.
It would be great if we could be enlightened or something.
That's it! Enlightenment, light!
Oh!
His father!
Alright, you lost me.
Charlie's father was sort of daredevil when it came to pictures. According to his file, during a very high-profile, low-budget job, a light bulb exploded and electrocuted Charlie's father. Charlie watched the whole thing happen.
How shocking! Oh, Lightbender!
Photographer.
Lucky Street!
Actress with the name of the lights.
Baseball field!
It all leads back to his father's strange flashbulb incident.
Oh, Rusty, you're brilliant!
Now we just have to find him.
Okay, Rusty, this guy's addicted to light, right? So let's just wait outside and wait for the next meteor shower to happen.
She was mocking me. She was always mocking me. It kept me down to earth.
Oh, or maybe we can wait for the next rocket going to the moon and see if it's making any pit stops on the sun.
That's it, Madge.
What?
If Charlie's been missing because he's trying to stay away from what he's most addicted to, the light.
He's gonna be somewhere where there isn't any light.
That's my match.
Evelyn, what are you doing here?
I just came to tell you that I remembered something about Charlie's past. His father was killed in a strange
Flashbulb accident.
Oh, you already knew.
We already knew. We always already knew.
Well, what else do you already know?
Lightbender!
Photographer.
Lucky Street!
Actress
with her name in lights. Pit stop on the sun. So Charlie's gonna be somewhere where there isn't any light.
That's my match.
So, you think Charlie is left in the dark?
Yep, and it's up to us to shed a little light on the subject.
Okay, turn off all the lights. Think like Charlie. Think like Charlie. Match? If you ever want to see your partner again, drop this case. Meet me in the back of Lounge 101 to surrender. I knew it was a trap. It was always a trap. But at the same time, I wasn't just thinking about me now. So I got to thinking. If I were to kidnap someone, where would I go? Somewhere no one would find me. Somewhere no one would suspect. Somewhere without light. Could it be possible? Step away from her.
How did you?
I said step away.
A sewer. Out of all the hiding places, you had to pick a sewer. I just bought these shoes. Evelyn, what are you doing here?
I called her.
What for? I'm already rescued.
Charlie!
Where's Charlie?
Charlie!
Charlie's.
What's the matter? What's up?
We need Charlie.
Charlie!
Well, wasn't that convenient?
A light bender. It wasn't slang. It was just that. A light bender. Think about it. Charlie got fired from the photographer job for breaking the flash. He then went to the bright casino lifestyle, or so he thought. And then he dated an actress with her name in the lights. And then Eddie. Those lights on the baseball field looked pretty attractive. It all leads back to his father's strange flashbulb incident.
Well, I just couldn't shake it. I was taking with my life. I just had to move on.
Mr. Big Shot Private Eye never showed up at Lounge 10.
Gladys?
Oh dear. Dear Charlie, Warley. Oh, I'm so glad that you're okay. Are you hurt?
Gladys is how I got here in the first place. Evie, it's been so long. I'm sorry that I left. I just couldn't let you get all swept up in my life drama. It wasn't fair to you, and I'm sorry things ended the way they did. To be honest with you, I haven't stopped thinking about it. Not for a moment.
We can live the life we've always dreamed of. I've got money now. Loads. I'm begging you to forgive me. I'm not reckless. I'm not paranoid. I'm just Charlie. Just your Charlie.
Charlie, you may not have wanted me to get swept up in your problems, but I got swept up in you.
I just love a happy ending, don't you?
All right, that's enough.
That's it. You're under arrest
Wait, why?
for the attempted murder of half the people in this room.
Oh, that.
But how did you know?
We were all here. We were always all here. Gladys, the delicate flack, was convincing. Gladys knew if she was Charlie's wife, she could inherit the money. So when Charlie went missing, she knew she had to find him and make him marry her.
We were so close.
So who's he?
Oh, me? Hi, I'm Joe. Joe Anderson. I'm Gladys' older brother. Very nice to meet you. If you need an attorney, here's my card.
She's gonna be the one needing an attorney.
Evie, will you finally put our engagement to rest and marry me?
Of course, Charlie. But what were you doing when you left?
Well, I was burning the pictures.
Burning the pictures?
All the pictures I ever took. I guess they get rid of all my memories.
Well, now, Charlie, we can make new memories. Memories to keep.
So, Mr. Rusty Clubs, you solved the mystery, reunionized past lovers, saved my life, and saved the day. What are we gonna do now?
Well, Miss Match Clubs.
No, your clubs. I'm Margaret's.
Yeah, but that was starting to get a little old, don't you think? What if we mixed it up a little? What do you think? Will you be my Miss Match Clubs?
Oh, well, I don't know what to say. I guess I'm okay with that. Oh, but now I'll have to change all my embroidered towels. Oh, you're a regular old gumshoe, Rusty.
Thanks.
I'm serious, you got gum on your shoe.
What? How did that get there?
I don't know, I'm not the one who chews gum.
I don't chew gum.
Oh, maybe it was me then?
So you see, it worked out. It always worked out. We found the missing man, gave him back what was most, Evelyn. We locked up the one who caused all this mess, Gladys. We even met a famous baseball player. You never know who's gonna be on the other side of that telephone wire. That's when you call me. Rusty Clubs, private eye. Day or night.
You gonna get that?